Hey everyone, you all of you know that I'm not only a big fan of President Obama, but helped on his campaign in 2008, and the campaign essentially, if you will, repaid me by putting me on the White House press list. I dislike activities where one black person feels like they have to get on national television and diss another black person just because, or because they hear somebody else, or they hear this cacophony of white media voices criticizing them, and they feel like they have to jump in just to, prove that they are a journalist or objective or any of that stuff. And I deride that, as opposed to being supportive at a time, 2020, when we just are getting over George Floyd having a knee on his neck, and all of these revelations of racism thanks to smartphones. You would think after all that someone black would get on national television and praise, of all people, the 44th president of the United States. But no, and let me show you what happened, all right? And tell you exactly what happened, okay? Here, this is on MSNBC's The 11th Hour, starring the great Brian Williams. Here it is.
Or ideological.
And I'm presenting to you the setup. Let me go back just a little bit more so you can get the full picture of the story that is going to unfold here, okay? Here it is.
It says this, quote, "The Obama that shines through the..."
And he's talking about Nate Marshall, the Chicago Tribune. All right.
"Text is certainly brilliant and analytical, but with little philosophical or ideological heft." He goes on to write this: "One moment of genuine insight is when Obama remarks upon his own deification. He reacts with a sort of bemused confusion at the news he had been awarded the '09 Nobel Peace Prize. His response is, for what? With us for more tonight, we are happy to have the aforementioned Nate Marshall, a native of Chicago's South Side, a writer, educator, playwright, and more. He's also the author of the multi-award-winning book of poetry, Wild Hundreds. Nate, it's great to have you. I concur with you on presidential memoirs. I think the last good one may have been Ulysses S. Grant, only because he had Mark Twain as ghostwriter. So here you are as a fellow Chicagoan. You have written very praiseworthy things about this president before. How's the book?
It's fine. I think you can skip it. It's also $45. It's more money than most books out there. I think you're fine if you don't read it.
Oh, come on. You can't leave it at that, can you?
So this is the thing, right? I'm
like... Voice cut off. Gee, I wonder what happened.
Hey, we've lost your audio, and I don't think you could be on mute because your hands have been free and in the frame.
No, now let me tell you what happened. You want to know what happened, folks? I'll tell you what happened. Look at me. I cut off his voice, okay? I did it. I pressed a button on my computer right here, and I'm not going to show you which one, all right? And I silenced his voice, and I'll tell you why. You get on national television, and you're going to diss the 44th president of the United States, arguably one of the greatest presidents we've ever had in our history, a person who, just by dint of being president and black, did a lot for folks like me and you, Nate. And with all that and more, you're going to get on television
and say, skip his book.
And, right, because you have a big platform, and, oh, you're on national television, and, oh, you just want to be so provocative, and whatever else is going through your mind that I'm really not concerned about. Yeah, I cut your voice. Okay, in reality, I didn't do it. But I'm telling you, if I had the mute button, I'd have done it in a second. I'm glad it happened. Don't do that anymore. All right? It was awful. It was terrible. Now let's go back to the rest of this, because I don't think you are unmuted. I didn't unmute you. Here.
We've been on with you. Let's keep trying and see if our control room can bring Nate Marshall back up.
No.
How about now?
No.
We don't. we don't have Nate Marshall's audio.
Oh, too
Oh,
bad.
there's so much to discuss, Nate. I'm crestfallen over this development.
I am not.
We'll take a break. We will endeavor to get it back, knowing we are wasting valuable time. We'll come back, hopefully, with Nate Marshall, who we can see and hear.
And maybe they did. I don't know. But the whole point is, look, I cut your comment. And maybe you had something, maybe you were being sarcastic. Maybe you weren't serious, okay? Maybe that'll come out when you've, adjusted your mind given what happened, and you'll say something complimentary. Okay? Oh, just don't do that sort of thing anymore. It's like
Obama is a treasure.
there's enough, you know what? There's enough black on black crime, particularly in Chicago. I would think you would not want to contribute to it by what you did. Look, all crime doesn't have to be violent. Sometimes it can be psychological. What you did was psychological. That's not cool.